Yo, what up, Buskins? I'm Buskus is here again. And no, I'm not playing the Raphael Parable. We're playing the Stanley Parable. Finally. I've had the game for like ever now, and I still haven't actually played it. Damn you, GIOVAN, making me fall in love with the Raphael Parable. The very well-designed map that you made. What the heck, dude? No, this time we're actually gonna play the Stanley Parable. You know, the game that everyone loves. Because it's just too confusing for anybody to understand. Game, you need to run instead of being a diamond in the rough. It's close. Snake eyes. What is going on? Raphael Parable, work. Stanley. So you're saying Raphael now. Sorta sucks. Hey, it's working now. Yay. And now it doesn't. Great. I'll be right back, guys. And we're back.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on his keyboard.
That seems like a really lazy job. Oh, hey.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
Good.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-bending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
That
Never
seems
in all
like
his
it's
years
pretty
at the
scary.
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
But then we
as
got
he
up.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we go. We're gonna do a
All
regular
his
run
coworkers
first,
had gone.
meaning we actually follow his orders.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Look at them all bright and stuff. It's almost impossible to see what they say on them. I also just updated this Raphael Parable and I looked at the new map size, and it's like 3,000 times bigger. Wait, actually, I'm going to click on door 430 5 times. Where's the 429?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
And
didn't make
I
a
was wrong.
single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Aw. I already got the achievement, now I can't get it again. I'm sad. I don't think those doors are supposed to be open. I don't think those doors are supposed to be open either.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here,
My hallway.
with no distractions, to study room 417. Not
417
to
is-
actually enter it. No. That would be far
I
too
can't.
forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside.
Be right back, guys. And we're back, guys.
To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
So haps. I hate Mondays. And we go on.
No, apparently not.
But wait. Okay then.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He entered the door on his left. Okay, we do. We do what he says, because we are goods. And whoop.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alter without
Feeling a
consulting
wave of
Whiteboard Manager.
disbelief, Stanley
That is a
decided to go
lot of
up
shit
to his boss's
that I don't
office,
feel like
hoping
reading.
he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. I'll save you, Chris. Wait, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure the slick blue graphic is the header and throw some black bevel on all text. This will ensure a calm and pursuit environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Charts and slides, charts. Numbers of slides on the slide. Either which charts in the same slide depiction as the same information. Nice. Way to increase of graphs per slide. Oh, huh. Please, no more charts, I'm
Stanley
begging.
just stood there doing nothing at all.
Lost
He
appreciation
seems to
minute
think I
for
have nothing better to do with my
circle
time
the
than
top
to sit
20
around
things you love
and
the most about your
describe
boss.
every fascinating little
Duplication,
detail of his
returning your boss
inability to do
appreciation.
anything. This is why Stanley and I are on
Solving
such
personal
good
conflict, never
terms.
feel a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're kind of person who's confident. Why did we hire you? Oh, your dreams for the future. Yes. Just for not getting fired, talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exceptions or promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Solve a dispute with a coworker, let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more, and let it ball up inside you again. Exercise which whatever makes it. Alright. Jeez. Alright, back, guys. And we're back. Sorry, I just had to. You know what? No, you pushed me. Get out of here, fool. Away from me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Friggin'
boss's office.
Door. Yeah. Close that door. Can't close that door. Hey, close the door. Let's go in here. Can't go in there. I can't go behind here. What the heck? It's weird. Go behind there in the Raphael. Oh, wait a second.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
But I did.
By simply pushing random buttons
But I did
on
know
the
it.
keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Okay.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Aha.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I can't fall down there. Is there any way I can go behind here? Some areas I'm just sort of wondering why they're there. Like everything has changed just a bit. And now to go to the next map, which we actually have not seen in the Raphael Parable. So this should be good and fun and stuffs. Right? Right, that's how that works. Why you always gotta be not responding? Jeez game, what's wrong with
Descending
you?
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why
I
did he
do
feel
question
this
a lot of
now,
things.
when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah.
Stanley walked
geez.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Okay, about that
Control
door.
Facility.
Just one going here.
The lights rose
Oh,
from an
geez.
enormous room packed with television screens.
So many
What horrible
television.
secret did this place hold? Stanley
So
thought
many
to himself.
television.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Cannot jump. Keep pressing the space bar, but can't do anything.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
427,
Each bore the
427.
number of an employee in the building.
Hey!
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Sentimental, jeez.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
It
under
has to
someone's
be.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? Not that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. Now, there is an Easter egg that I'm going to show off now that requires me to be back in about... It requires me to wait for a minute, so I'll be back in a minute. Literally. And we're back, and it looks like this area just opened back up. So what's gonna happen? Well, if we go all the way back over to here... Press that again. Secrets all the way! Never give up on your dreams. High resolution secret texture. Secret, 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 super secret bros. Disco secret. William hides the best secrets. Secret Soon 2014. Secret Mode Engage. This is the year of every year. There is no turning back. You never go, Becret. Happy secrets to you. This is cool.
No. He refused to believe
It just goes back to
couldn't
normal.
accept it.
Funny.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
go in
commanded
here.
from this very place. As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
And we did it! And now the game has to load a bit, but that's fine.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
We did it!
Won. He had
did it.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
7.
Stanley felt the cool breeze
And
upon
the
his
only
skin,
cutscene in the
the
game.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beats the game. First time I've beaten Stanley Parable. And I'm actually going to end it off right there because this game has horrible high encoding and I need to edit this and I don't want to make it too long of a video to edit. So we'll just wait until it loads back up so I can pause the game. This game doesn't like me that much. Raphael Parable works fine because it doesn't really, it only has to load like once and then it's done. My leg itches really bad, yeah. And there's a pause. Alright, well, see you later, Buskins. Lame Buskins is out. Peace and a boop.